What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today is just going to be a nice talk. So as you can tell by the title, today we're talking about you not quitting your job. I know it's tempting. I know you're tired. I know you're exhausted. I know, but don't do it. Don't do it. I'm telling you right now, it's not worth it. I've been there before. And the way this economy is, y'all, you do not want to be without money. You do not want to be without a job. You do not want to be stuck. You do not want to have to resort to desperate measures because you don't have the finances to take care of yourself. That's where you do a little strange for a little piece of change start coming in, because you're not taking care of what you need to take care of. And I'm talking to some of the women here because some of us have this stigma that we need a man to do X, Y, and Z. Do you understand that when you allow a man to feed you, he has the ability to starve you, and that ability to feed and starve you is resorted only to how he feels about you? So if he don't like you that week, you not eating that week. Your baby's not eating that week. Okay? So a lot of women have this mindset of, I need a man who gonna take care of me and boo, boo, boo. That's all fine. But make sure you got money in your bank account. And you got your own motion, you know? This economy is so crazy. Things are getting more expensive. Prices are going up. And you mean to tell me that you're tired of working? You better figure out a way how to make this money by tomorrow. And I'm not telling you to scam, but I'm telling you to find another alternative. Get us another job. Get a side hustle. Figure out a way that you can make passive income so that you are now out here slaving for the rest of your life. This is why I make the Trucking into Finance series, because financial literacy is super duper important. And a lot of people don't have financial literacy. So they get a little bit of money and they blow it, y'all. They blow the money because they don't know how to manage it. And now they're living in this repeat cycle of getting money every now and then, spending it like they're rich, living in a scarcity mindset, or overspending it and not being able to save that money and use it for things that is going to allow them to get out of that situation. And I'm telling you, I've been there before. I've been there before. When I was 18, I thought I knew what I wanted. You know how you think you know what you need? You don't know until you're in it. And then you realize it ain't. I don't want that. I don't want that no more. I promise. I don't want that no more. I promise. I don't want that no more. I promise. I don't. You know? So with that being said, it is not worth quitting your job. I don't care how much you're making on social media. If it's not consistent, you don't need to be quitting your job for it. So it's like, I know it's so easy to quit your job for social media or all these other things, but you need to remember that if you don't have a stable income, you're not going to eat. You're not going to eat. I know it's hard. I know it's hard because you're seeing everybody looking around you. They living life lavish. You're like, how did they get to go on that trip? You don't know how they get to go on that trip. But you got to always remember that people are not showing you their real life. They're showing you snippets of their life. They're showing you the good parts of their life. They're not showing you the bad parts. They're not showing you the truth. They're not telling you what's going on behind closed doors. And they're not telling you what happens when them lights go off and you are sitting by yourself in that situation. They're not telling you the truth. So when you look at these people going to Dubai and going to all the different places, you got to ask yourself, what are they doing to get there? What did they sacrifice to get to that position? And then when you kind of talk to these people and you realize what they sacrificed, you start telling yourself, like, I wouldn't sacrifice that. That's not something that I'm willing to sacrifice, because life is all about sacrifices. Life is all about what you're willing to give up in order to obtain something, okay? So you got to think of life like that. So when you go into a new stage of life, you meet people, you start dating for marriage, you start doing all these other things, you got to start asking yourself, what am I willing to sacrifice to get what I want? Because everything is going to take a sacrifice. So now you have to view everything like that. I can't be jealous of nobody because they sacrificed to get there. It doesn't matter if it looked like they blew up overnight. Who knows what they did throughout their life that you wasn't there to attest for, which is why jealousy should not be in existence. Jealousy is an illusion. Envy is an illusion. You shouldn't be jealous of nobody. You shouldn't be envious of nobody because people are doing some crazy things. Diddy confirmed that. If you look at all the social media, actors be telling you they got initiated and they had to do X, Y, and Z for a check. And, you know, even Coco says, you'll do it too for a check. She said that too. But that's not to say she was doing something crazy. But then again, that whole thing alone goes to show you that people be doing the things for the check. So, you looking around and people are losing their morality. They're losing their souls. They're losing who God created them to be because they want a bit of fame or they want a bit of money or they want that opportunity. It's so easy to get caught up in what everybody else is doing. But like I always say, you need to stay focused. You need to keep your job until you're able to live fully. I'm talking about your cup got to be overflowing with money from that certain thing that you're trying to do. Okay? You can be an entrepreneur, and that's fine to be an entrepreneur. But do not quit your job if you're not making real money. Let's be honest. You quit your job for entrepreneurship, you will be homeless. And sorry, I gotta say this with my full heart because I want the best for you. If ain't nobody gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you. Keep your job. It ain't nothing like being in entrepreneurship and being an owner of something, but do it smart. A lot of people always say, I go all in. You need to go all in. You need to go all in. If you ain't coming from money, if you don't have the support backing behind you, if you don't have these things, you cannot go all in. And even if you have the support, people will only support you when it's beneficial. They support you when they're benefiting off of you. Sometimes when you're in dark places, there's nobody there. Nobody's clapping for you when you're in that dark place. And everything you worked for, everything you fought for crumbles to the ground. Everybody's gone when you go in those dark places. Everybody comes out the blue and supports you when you accomplish something, when you do something. Now they want to tell everybody, my friend, my sister, my cousin did this. Okay? Remember that too. Social media is meant to program you. It's meant to keep you stuck. And it's meant to keep you lost. I always tell y'all, these things are not made out of the blue. They're made for a reason. Their whole plan is to keep the rich rich and the poor poor. Now you got to think outside the box. But don't quit your job until you're making abundance of money. Abundance of money. Abundance of money. Do not quit that job. The economy is crazy and life is not a joke. You'll be up one day, could be down a second, the next day. And another thing is, don't laugh at nobody. Don't talk about nobody. Don't laugh at nobody's situation. Don't talk about nobody's situation. Because just like you up now, you can be down soon. It could be you. You laughing at somebody homeless under the bridge, and you will realize years down the line, you end up homeless under a bridge. That's how life goes. What goes around comes around. Sometimes we think we better than people. You're not better than nobody. Because I promise you, God will humble you so quick, and you will realize that you are better than no one. You are better than no one. And number one, I'm talking from experience. I've encountered so many situations to where I got laughed at and people was in my same situation, and I laughed at somebody and got in people's situation. And part of me learned that super duper early, which I'm grateful for. So it seems like I have a lot of wisdom because I've endured that already. So, yeah. I hope this video encouraged you, and I hope you don't quit your job today. Don't quit your job. I know it's hard, and I know you're tired, and I know you're exhausted, but don't quit your job, please. I don't want to see you suffer. I don't want you to have to suffer, especially if you're a woman. Don't do it to yourself. Okay, it's not worth it. So, I'm out.